So NASA got the brand new James Webb Space Telescope that was supposed to be better than the Hubble telescope, and they released some of these images. We're not going to go through all of them, probably just this one because I want to get to the focus of what the main point of the video is. So this is like a pretty interesting photo, but here's the thing, it really looks like a tabletop counter that's just reflecting light. Um, I've seen plenty of tabletop counters that look exactly like this. So if I never saw that, I'd be like, wow, that's fascinating. I don't really believe NASA. Like, I know that's my tinfoil hat moment, and that's gonna irk somebody because it always fucking does, like, no matter what. But I've never actually thought, or I'm sorry, I never really thought NASA was a credible organization, I guess you can say. And the way I see it, NASA's pretty much should be known as never a straight answer because they do shit that makes you where you should be questioning them, but a lot of people don't question it. They just kind of eat the shit. You know what I mean? So, my new favorite cryptid of all time. I know we just completely changed the point and narrative of this. It's not Bigfoot. It's not the Loch Ness monster. It's not the chupacabra. My favorite cryptid is the concept of atmospheric jellyfish. Are you familiar with that term? Do you know what it is? Well, you're about to find out. It's also known as sky whale phenomenon. Fun fact, probably one of the most fascinating concepts I've ever heard of. I'm not going to have time to touch into everything, but this shit's been going on for a long time. There are documented shit of atmospheric jellyfish. It's a very strange thing, you know what I mean? So let me ask you, do you know how big our atmosphere is compared to the ocean? It's 500 times the size of Earth's ocean. It's pretty fucking crazy, right? Did you know that we only know roughly about 3% of what's at the bottom of the ocean? 3% of the ocean in general. We only know that little. And there could be all sorts of megalodons still alive, which, fun fact, because I know a lot of people are dumb and don't understand that. The giant shark that everyone calls megalodon, it's actually called megalodon. Fun fact, I'm actually friends with a paleontologist. You didn't know that, but now I just educated you again. So next time you see somebody say megalodon, you say, no, it's megalodon, you fucking dweeb. Atmospheric jellyfish, the concept of them are these giant jellyfish-like monstrosities that live in Earth's atmosphere. Because it's so much larger than, our oceans in general, there could be anything up there. There are things called atmospheric beast, which is supposed to be a concept of things that live up in the sky. So the whole thing is, like, I have a theory about space. I've said it before, I don't really believe space is what we're told it is. I'm not saying that the Earth is flat or anything like that, but I think it's just interesting. Sorry, I had a message I had to look at. I think it's an interesting concept that maybe we're the bottom dwellers and space is just another body of water above us. Who knows? I mean, it's very possible to have some kind of dome or something like that. I'm not saying it's Earth. I'm not saying that. I think that's an interesting concept as well, but I'm not allowed to talk about it because that's how I lost my original channel. I'm not saying to be confusing. I'm not saying that at all. So I just want anybody who's fucking retarded to just cut that shit out now. I have to say this like every time I talk about anything like this because there's always that one dumbass, that one fucking doofus who just takes everything I say out of context because they're like literally stupid. But here we go. I'm gonna show you guys a video. You ready? So this is the space tether that disconnected about 7 years ago, 6 years ago, and I want you guys to take a look at these things attacking it. Now, NASA says that they're like crystallized debris, but you'll notice that they do this whole thing where they change their trajectory and they like to like change the zigzag and shit. Like, dude, come on. Like, it's a very common thing whenever you learn about space. You're always told that when something's in motion, it stays in motion, inertia. But this isn't following these rules, these principles. And they kind of float, kind of like jellyfish, don't they? Now watch some of them. They're just gonna be like flipping the fuck out.
100 nautical miles.
So they basically adjusted the camera whenever something was not what they wanted to film. It's a way to distract you. It's things like this, which is why I don't really trust NASA like at all. I don't really like it when people tell me what I'm supposed to think. I hate being spoon-fed information. I like to be able to do my own thinking, my own research, because that is now you're not allowed to do your own research as of 2020. It's now become a toxic uh, way to like slander somebody or whatever, because you're supposed to just believe anything that you've been told by somebody you've never met. That's how it goes down. So the same people who will sit here and tell you that the Bible isn't real because it's written by man will sit here and believe a textbook which is written by man. And then these books are meant to be taught to people who are too dumb to understand this shit. It's just kind of red flaggish to me. I mean, you can say what you want, tinfoil hat. I really don't give a fuck. But to me, it's just kind of alarming, and it just the fact that he's even having to explain these like the way he's talking, it's like he's trying to think of a way to like tell you what it is. That just kind of confirms my own theory on it, like what my thoughts on it. Like I said, they float like jellyfish. Skywell phenomenon, like atmospheric jellyfish, straight up atmospheric beast. It's a very interesting concept, and they have been acknowledged by NASA. It has been a thing. So I don't know. I want you to tell me what you think about this. I know I've been churning out videos like all day. Maybe that'll help the algorithm. I don't really know. I don't really care. But it's an interesting thing, though, right? I don't know. Like I said, NASA stands for never a straight answer, so it could be anything. Uh, I think it's funny that we can look so far into space, but we can't see like what's on these planets. You know, like the telescope for whatever reason just can't reach through the atmosphere of these planets. I don't know why, but it's just conveniently not able to do that. And I don't know, dude. Just the whole thing is very questionable to say the very least. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, let me know what you think. And until next time, goodbye.